Hey gang, it's Wolfman and Luna, and we are headed off to the Poker Lakes region, the Cinder Lake access point, which is something I've wanted to do now for a couple of years. You know, do the whole loop of different lakes, of which Cinder Lake is one of them. We're going to be driving in though. It's a logging road, so it could be interesting. Pretty much our plan. It is currently 7:30 in the morning. We got a 3.5 to 4 hour drive ahead of us, so Luna and I are going to get to it. We'll see you on the way.
The asphalt hums a low refrain. Lines blur fast in the window pane. City fades in the mirror's glass. The fields ahead, they stretch so vast. Smokestacks shrink, the air feels clean. What's out there waits unseen, unseen. From town to the trees, where the wild winds call, past the last gas sign and the barroom sprawl, where the gravel kicks up and the rivers run free. We're chasing the edges from town to the trees. A hawk dives sharp through a cobalt sky. The grain waves gold as a mile slide by. Old barns lean like they've heard it all. Their wood whispers tales of rise and fall. The sun dips low, horizons flame.
Well, there's a sign you're not fond of seeing. Let the games begin. Okay, so we do have a problem here. We have a broken post. So we need to do a little roadside repair and get this thing secured. Otherwise, we're gonna have bigger problems. So let's get this fixed. Well, that is far from ideal. And got it temporarily tied down now. We're gonna take our time. We did not move through here quickly at all. We took our time. So that weld was clearly a bad weld. That is not gonna be okay on the highway. That's for sure. So anyways, we'll figure it out. Can't have one of these trips without some kind of challenge, hey? Yep, so we've just pulled off the logging road here, and we can see a fire pit. Someone's put sand down here. So it may be Crown land. It looks like it's right on the edge of a little creek too, which is nice. Oh yeah, pretty spot. Might be some trout fishing here. I don't know. Beautiful though. Wow. What a pretty, pretty place. All right, we hit a fork in the road and we're just checking down the one way. Now we're going to check the other because it is not going to be an easy place to turn around. Okay. Our thing is barely holding together. Have to get out and check it and adjust it, but we'll check this way to see if we're actually near the parking. All right, Cinder Lake, we have arrived. Okay, time to park this. Whee! Right here, I think will be good. All right, having a little snack before we unload. A couple of nice sites here right on the around the parking area. Try and get those, maybe one of those next year. I just emptied out the water in the kayak. It does tend to, you know, if it's sitting out in the rain long enough, it'll gather some. There's no leaks in it, but oh, he says and double checks. But a little peanut butter, a little half corn, half wheat tortilla should give us enough fuel to get ready and get on the water. I think that it's protected enough that the wind shouldn't be too much of a problem. And if it does get problematic, we'll just pull over, I guess. Oh, step one is done. Got the kayak down, and like I said, doesn't look too bad. It's breezy, but it's such a small lake. Seems pretty well protected, so let's go get our gear. Hey. Well, there's the old girl's home for the next couple of days. Hey, Luna. And now we're gonna go and get on the water. So weather's actually held up, which is great. So hopefully it does. Should take us about half an hour to 40 minutes to get to our site. I would think it's not that far. And this is pretty loaded up. I'm not sure how it's gonna balance out, but we'll find out here in a minute. We'll play around in the bay. Nice thing is having the Jeep right there. If I do have to pare down, I can do it in a hurry. And it's funny, you think you're not packing too much stuff, and yet you are. So we have the bin with all our camping gear. The orange one is clothing. Little orange one is food. Blue one, that's kitchen stuff. And then underneath that little white bag is firewood. And we got Luna's little blanket. And she's not gonna be happy because now we gotta put on her life jacket, but it is time to go. Woohoo! Well, here we go. It's definitely not ideal. So the balance is pretty off, but good news is on the way back, we don't have firewood coming back with us. I just wanted to have some because you never know out here. Oh, sit still. Lay down. The hard part with the dog is she is a little nervous and kind of walks around in the front, which makes things a little harder. So we're just going to take our time. Alright, we're getting closer to camp now, which is nice. So that wasn't that long. I said 25 minutes, half an hour. And looks like a beautiful spot. You'll see it in a minute. And the one great thing about this kind of camping is, unlike even being in a regular provincial park, is that you don't have any neighbors. Like I think on this whole lake, there might be 6 spots and they're all in different areas. So you really do get the, place all to yourself, which is really nice. And I can see the sign. Almost there. Okay, now we just got to figure out slide. It's up on a hill, which would be nice once we're up there, but getting the kayak moored is going to be the problem. Well, I have a dilemma. Set it closer to the fire for the tarp, which is I think what we'll do. But the ground's not the flattest, so to make sure we position the tent so our feet are facing downhill. It's flatter up here. Well, not much, I guess. And less options for the tarp. So here's home sweet home. And first job is the tarp. Okay, gang, we're going a little light on the setup video today because there is a storm coming in. I've had some thunder and lightning. We just want to get this thing set up and good. So anyways, we have a tarp up now, and we're going to start on the tent. Well, there we go, gang. Home sweet home. We got the fire pit here. Tarp set up fairly close by. So if we want to enjoy fire, we don't have to run too far. And our little tent in here. It's not exactly flat, but we have our heads up at the other end, so we should be fine. And I'd rather be on a slope so that if any water does come, it's not going to pool underneath. What a beautiful spot. Really can't say enough about the near north in Ontario. If you've never been out here, you gotta give it a shot. So we're just going to finish setting up the beds and stuff, and then I think we might try just a little tour of our island, because we're on a private island. There's only one camping spot here, and it's taken by us. So we'll get the bed set up. Like I said, we're not going to show a lot of setup this time because it's just been too up and down with rain here, thunder there, and perfect, beautiful right now. Yeah. We'll see you for the tour of the forest, maybe. Well, what do you think, girl? Not too bad a spot, hey? Mm-hmm. The view from here. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Site number 77. You can have 3 tents and 10 people, or 1 man and his dog. What a great spot. 2 great camping spots in 2 weeks. Pretty blessed. Little sign says toilet. I don't know why they don't just put up signs saying Thunderbox. It's a lot more fun. Just gonna go for a little walk in our island now. Check it out. Not every day you get to be on your own island. You know? Pretty sweet. Well, we are coming up on the Thunderbox. Not too far from camp, far enough though to not be a bother. Behold, the Thunderbox. Well, the dog seems to like having her own island, hey? Wow. It's so cool. And I'm glad I brought firewood though, because it doesn't seem to be a lot of things to be able to burn. See if we can't find some dry deadwood, but you know, we have wood. It'll be good.
A cabin of pine where the loon calls sing, shadows of birch and the waves that cling. The sky's so wide it swallows the night. Just me and my dog in the soft starlight. My own island, my own shore, place where time don't knock no more. The world can spin, let it unwind. Here's my piece what I find. Old cedar dock where the ripples play, a paddle dips and the mist turns gray. He runs ahead, tail wagging free, his joy as boundless as the endless sea. No one here, no one near, just the breeze.
Well, it is some genuine kind of shitty out there right now. I'll tell you, the wind really picked up and just dumping rain. And kind of hoping the tarp holds up. It's really facing right into the wind. It's got Luna all nervous. Say, all the sounds. That's all right. We'll hear it coming down now. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. Well, I do hope the weather is a bit nicer tomorrow. Can't really get out and kayak and do any fishing in this. But it's nice to be away and the quiet. As long as this doesn't get any worse, it'll be good. I think we still have a tarp. I'm not sure. All right, time to figure out some supper. Brought way too much food, I know. What's it gonna be? Some trail mix for later. We got some corn tortillas, which will probably be our lunch tomorrow. We got some Slim Jims for on the water. For breakfast tomorrow, we got a Core Power banana flavor to go with our granola. Oh, look here. Maybe we should do this one tonight. Just some gnocchi, eh? What do you think? That with some bacon, I think it'd be pretty good. I think that's the winner. And there we go, a little ready crisp bacon. Get it at Costco, do not buy it in the grocery store. Same price for this little tiny bag. You can get a giant bag at Costco for the same price. So that'll do. Got some oil in here too, I think. Oh, let's have noodle packs, peanut butter. What do we got here? Oh, flakes of chicken. That'll be nice. Quite the bountiful table. All right, I think we determined we're going to do the dainty rice with some chicken on the jet boil. This thing is crazy amazing. In there. Also get this in there. Juice and all. Wasted nothing. Apparently that was chicken once. Oh well, you're hungry, you'll eat. Oh my goodness, so disgusting. Not the flattest surface I've ever cooked on, but we'll see. Not at all. We have an expectant customer, eh? Well, I'm fair to moderately certain this is the worst supper I've made in a long time. Canned chicken and dainty rice. Woo. But sometimes these things, simplicity, and that's what we have today. Have to remember to save some for the dog, which I don't think will be tricky because it's not very good. Wait. Well, we're on an island, but technically still in bear country, so we're gonna get the food hung up for the night. Both Lou and I have had supper and some snacks, so time to get it up in the tree. Should be good. Well, gang, the fire is just about to die down and the sun is setting. It's really calmed down. It's a beautiful night. And I think we're going to call it for today. Get into bed and get really excited about the morning. Get out there in that water and do some fishing. Just so beautiful. What the hell is that? You know what that is? Is that a bird? Is that a fox? What is that? Keeps getting closer to the tent. It's been kind of circling for about an hour. I hear it too. What the hell would make that kind of noise?